Hey everyone, welcome to this webinar. I am Cami or Camille or Cami Rose, and I'm so happy that you're here today to start to learn how to heal your body from the inside out. I'm very excited to have you here. The information that when I learned this information that I'm going to be sharing with you in this webinar, it really started to change my life. I was able to start to heal on an emotional level, on a mental level, and also on a physical level. So I'm very excited to share this information with you for this webinar. First off, I just wanted to tell you, good job. Well done. You are enough. Good job for dedicating this time, this short 60 minutes of your day to giving back to yourself. That is where the healing starts. The healing starts with you and you committing to yourself to begin your healing. So, good job. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. So today we're just going to start off. I'm going to open up and just share my screen with you guys so we can get right into it and start talking about chakras and energy and yoga and natural products that you can use to start your healing. So before we get started, I just want to make sure that you are able to take notes of some sort. So whether you're tuning into this on your computer at home or you are tuning into this on your way to work in the morning on your phone, go ahead and do something that you can take notes on. So whether that's a piece of paper or even just screenshots on your phone, something that you can take notes so you can start to implement this information into your everyday life. All right, so we're just gonna start by talking about chakras. So chakras, if you are familiar with chakras at all, this webinar is just going to talk about, all right, screen's about to get crazy. So chakras in this webinar, we're going to talk about the basics of chakras. So if you are already very familiar with chakras, then this is probably going to be not very informative to you, but there'll still be information you are going to learn. So there's still going to be information that you're going to be able to learn, but the chakra side of it, we're just going to cover the basics of chakras. So this webinar is all about balancing your energy to improve your overall well-being and success in life. So to start off, my name is Camille. Hey, and what I do is I help people find love and acceptance for themselves, and I teach them tools to implement into their lives, so tools that you could even implement into your life to better your overall health and well-being. And that includes mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. So a lot of times people think of overall health as something that is just physical, but overall health and well-being incorporates everything that's both mental and emotional and also spiritual. So when we incorporate and connect our minds, our hearts, and our bodies, then we're able to actually live our life more wholeheartedly and actually live our life with better health and overall well-being. Okay, so I am married to DJ. DJ is my husband, and then we have a little baby dog. She's our baby, and her name is Aggie. And she's 1.5 years, and we absolutely love her. So what I'd love for you to do right now is just in the comments. So in the comments, I just want you to start typing where you are. So say hi, say your name, say where you're at, and just type with where you are from, where you're joining in from. We'll just kind of wait for those comments to come in. So excited that you guys have joined here. And you know what? Maybe if you're watching on your phone, sometimes the comment thing doesn't pop up. All right, we've got Annan 7230. Hello. Hi, welcome. So glad you're here. I'm not sure where you're tuning in from, but wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm really excited to share this information with you. And I know that it will help you change your life and help you improve your overall health and well-being, whether that's on a mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical level. All right, before we kind of get into the nitty-gritty of all of this webinar and deep, good information, first things first, this webinar is not to get you to join any MLM, buy any product, pay to join a group or subscription. What it's meant to do is to help inform and heal. So I'm not here to sell you things. I'm not here to force you into joining anything or paying your money. What I'm here to do is to teach you and help to inform you of products out there that are good for healing, and also information that you can start using every day at home without having to buy anything to start improving your overall health and well-being. So I just want to let you know that the purpose of this webinar is not for you to join any MLM, buy a product, join a group, or anything like that. It's just meant to help and inform. So this webinar is also for someone looking to start healing their life on a holistic, energetic level. So is this you? Is this you? Are you someone that is looking to start healing your life on a holistic and energetic level? Also, this webinar is for someone that wants to start loving themselves and wants to get rid of negative self-talk. Is this you? Do you want to start loving yourself more? Do you want to start getting rid of the negative self-talk that's bringing you down? Do you want to find that light and love for yourself? Is this you? And this webinar is also someone that is wanting to learn natural solutions they can use to heal their body. So is this you as well? Do you want to start learning about natural solutions, and do you want to start healing your body using natural products? If so, then this webinar is perfect for you. So if you are someone that wants to start healing your life on a holistic and energetic level, someone that wants to start using natural solutions to help heal your body, and with that, someone who wants to start loving yourself more. If you're this person, then this webinar is perfect for you. Hey, just a little disclaimer. So the content in this webinar is meant to inform. It's not intended to be a substitution for any professional medical advice, a diagnosis, or treatment. So I always tell my clients and tell people, always make sure that you seek advice from a medical professional, physician, or other qualified health provider, and ask them the questions if you have a medical condition. So this webinar is more meant to inform, not diagnose or treat or be a substitute for that medical advice. All right, let's get started. So connecting to our bodies is crucial to our overall health and well-being. A lot of times we go throughout our daily lives without really connecting to our bodies and seeing what our bodies are trying to communicate to us. Our bodies, on a physical scale, can tell us when we are in pain. If you've ever felt pain, which all of us have, you know that our bodies can tell us when we're in pain. Hey, our bodies also tell us when we're hungry or thirsty. So why can't it also tell us what we need to do on an energetic level to begin to heal? Hey, here's a little hint. They do. Our bodies do tell us what we need to do on an energetic level to heal. Our bodies do communicate and tell us when our energy levels are off. And when our energy levels are off, that actually contributes to a lot of ailments, a lot of, depending on which type of energetic, chakra or energy field that's off, it can lead to mental illnesses. It can lead to physical ailments, emotional, spiritual, mental ailments. So our bodies actually are communicating to us just like they communicate to us when we're hungry or thirsty. They communicate to us when our energy levels are off and need to be balanced. So knowing, connecting, and balancing our body's energy can help you heal from trauma, help you find success in your life, whether that's just your daily life or if you also want more success in your business or your work. And it can also help better your relationships and so many more things. So making sure that our bodies are balanced and healthy, actually, if we start to balance our bodies, that will start to trickle into every other aspect of our life, and you'll be able to see a change in other aspects of your life. So can you see how balancing your body's energy could be beneficial for you? Do you see the need and the desire and the urgency to be able to listen to your body, find out how to connect with your body, to know where you need to balance yourself energetically? Hey, if so, great. This webinar is perfect for you. Very rarely do we pay attention to our body's natural energy and give our bodies what we need. A lot of times we're so busy going about our daily lives that we forget to really tune in and connect with ourselves and find where we need to step back, where we need to give a little bit more, where we need to slow down. So because of that, we often try to heal, and I put heal in quotations because it really isn't healing our bodies. It's just kind of masking and putting a Band-Aid over the real issue. But we try to heal our bodies using synthetic, unnatural, or unhealthy products, that are full of sugars, stimulants, chemicals, and toxins to help keep our bodies running. So these could be things like caffeine. Like I know some people that drink energy drinks every day because they're so worn down and they need those energy drinks to keep their energy up and they use that as a stimulant to keep their energy going. Whereas if they step back, connected with their bodies, found out where they need to change things energetically wise, they'd be able to find that energy within themselves without having to use those unnatural toxic stimulants and chemicals. Hey, yoga and essential oils offer you a different choice. Hey, so this is what this webinar is all about. It is all about teaching you. We're going to talk about yoga poses and essential oils, which are all natural products that come from Mother Earth. They come from, we'll talk about essential oils in a bit, but they are natural products. So using those two things to be able to listen to your body. Hey, you're going to use the asanas, which are the yoga poses, pranayama, which is breathing, and all these natural products of essential oils to create and balance your body's energy. So let me know in the comments, is this something that you would like to learn? Is this something you would like to start implementing in your life? Hey, would you like to start implementing yoga? Doing poses every day, doing a bit of breathing every day, and using natural products to help create and balance energy within your body so you can heal holistically. Let me know in the comments. Good. Yes. You'd love that. Great. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, just the basics about chakras. So before we get into each one individually, I'm just going to kind of talk about them as a whole. So there's 7 chakras in our bodies. Chakra in Sanskrit, which is one of the oldest languages on the earth, means wheels. So these 7 chakras are thought to be wheels of energy or centers of energy and forces within our body. And chakras can be considered sites where you receive, absorb, and distribute different energies. And through external forces, like, moving locations, moving cities, or internal habits, maybe overeating, your chakras can become imbalanced. So an imbalanced chakra, you can either have an overactive chakra where there's too much energy and over action happening in that part of your body, or it could be underactive, that there's not enough energy flowing through there. Hey, it's very weak and there's not enough happening. So an imbalanced chakra can either be overactive or underactive. And having an imbalanced chakra can actually lead to long-term physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental illness. So this was the case for me. Hey, there were a few of my chakras that were just very imbalanced, both overactive and underactive. And since I hadn't known about chakras before, I hadn't really looked internally, I was just going about my daily life, this led to long-term emotional, spiritual, and mental illness. And it might have even led to physical illness. And I mean, I gained a lot of weight and things like that. And I started getting, really sore in my joints, things like that. But mostly for me, I noticed more of a mental and emotional and spiritual impact on those imbalances of chakras. Hey, the anxiety and the panic attacks that started coming up in my life that I had never had before. So I know that focusing internally, finding where you need to heal energetically can really help your body. Hey, so let me know in the comments. When I very first started learning about yoga and I heard about chakras, I kind of thought it was a little bit of a, voodoo hippie. Oh, I don't know. This cannot be true. But healing on an energetic level, looking inward and starting to heal yourself from the inside out using, yoga, meditation, breathing, all of that can really help. And I've seen a difference. So I still sometimes am a little bit skeptical, but then when I start working on it, all that skepticism goes out the door. Okay. So let me know in the comments. What do you think about chakras? Do you think this is kind of voodoo? Nothing really, nothing to this? Or do you believe it? Do you think that this could help you? Are you willing to try it? Let me know in the comments. So we'll talk about chakras today. And then with each chakra, we'll talk about essential oils that you can use to help balance your chakras. So as I said before, essential oils are from our Mother Earth. So they are the Earth's natural healing oils, and they're taken from seeds, bark, stem, roots, flowers, and also other parts of the plants. So they are completely all natural. Essential oils have been used for food preparation, beauty products, and healthcare practices for a very, very long time. If you think all the way back in history, hey, they didn't have Western medicine. We didn't have pharmacies. Hey, the medical field and medical professions were either not there or they did not have the information that they have now and the medications that they could prescribe now. So what do you think people used? What did people use in the olden days? They used natural products. Hey, they used plants. And that is basically what essential oils are. Essential oils take a plant's natural oil from either the seeds, bark, stem, root, flower, or other part. And what it is it's a condensed version of that oil and it's bottled for your use. They are Earth's gift to us to help us heal our bodies. And when you think about our bodies are incredible things. They are built to live and thrive. Hey, our bodies are meant to maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis is a balance of everything, a normal functioning, balanced body in all of our systems. Our bodies want to maintain homeostasis. They want to ward off disease and they want to stay healthy. Essential oils help our bodies do what they're meant to do. So they don't cure or, get rid of illnesses, but what they do is they work in tandem with our bodies to do what our bodies do best, which is stay healthy. Okay. And they help us heal naturally. They help our bodies do what they're supposed to do to heal naturally, to lead to better health and better well-being. Hey, there's 3 ways to use essential oils. So you can use them aromatically, topically, or you can ingest some essential oils. Hey, we're not going to talk about ingesting essential oils. If you would like to know more about that, you can email me. My email information will be at the end of this webinar. But today we're just going to talk more about using oils aromatically and topically. So aromatic, just a brief overview for using essential oils aromatically. Essential oils, when you smell them, so if you breathe them through your nose, it actually impacts our limbic system in our brain. So we have these olfactory sensors in our nose, and what that does is that connects directly with our limbic system in our brain. And then the part of the brain that it impacts will help our brain to relieve stress, lessen pain, ease anxiety, okay, increase our energy, or also help relax us, depending on the oil that you use. So there's been a lot of scientific studies done about aromatic use and aromatherapy of essential oils, and it really does work. Okay, the next way that you can use essential oils is topically. So when you use essential oils topically, it actually absorbs into your bloodstream. So when you apply it on your skin, hey, it actually goes through the skin, absorbs into your bloodstream, and it absorbs into your cells to help your body heal on a cellular level. So essential oils are actually able to pass through the cell membrane to start healing your body on a cellular level. Okay, most medications are synthetic products, so our bodies don't respond to them as well, and they are not actually able to heal our cells on a cellular level and help the development of our cells develop properly. Essential oils actually does that. So they pass through the cell membrane, they help our cells function, reproduce, develop appropriately. Hey, remember, with essential oils, you always want to make sure you choose quality oils. So a lot of times people will just go to the grocery store and buy essential oils on the shelves without really looking into it. Hey, especially if you are applying it on your skin, since it is absorbing into your bloodstream, you want to make sure that you get a high quality oil. So do studies, do research on the oils that you're using, the company that you're using. Hey, especially if you are deciding to ingest them. We're not going to talk about ingesting oils today, but if you are ingesting your oils, you obviously want to make sure that there's no synthetics, no chemicals, nothing harmful in that. So for me, the way that I choose my oils is I like to know where they come from. So I choose a company that offers the information on where their oil came from. So which country it was grown on, what the farms were like, hey, the potency. So a lot of essential oils are, I guess, watered down is the term that you could use, where they're not 100% of the oil. It's diluted with a carrier oil such as coconut or hemp or something like that. So I make sure that I get oils that are potent, that are 100% essential oils, and also testing. I choose a company that gives their testing results freely to their customers, and also a company that tests the oils themselves, but also sends their oils out to a third party testing, and then they give the results of all those testings freely. So a company that is very transparent, that is what I like, just because I want to make sure that there's nothing harmful in my essential oil. I want to know that it's been tested for purity, that there's no synthetics, no chemicals, nothing like that. Okay. And then also distilled, there's different ways that people distill their oils. And so you just want to make sure that they are distilled properly. So if you're using essential oils, make sure you use quality oils. Do your research. Hey, just like anything you're going to be putting in your body, you want to make sure that your essential oils are pure. All right, so these are the oils I started with. So I started with this starter kit, which was called the Chakra Checkup. And we're going to talk about each of these oils today. So this kit consists of lavender, breathe, balance, lemongrass, wild orange, acacia, and then arbor vitae. So these oils are the oils that I started with. And the great thing about this kit was that I could use these oils for other things completely unrelated to chakra balancing and energy balancing. So I absolutely loved this starter kit. This is where I started when I started balancing my chakras and working on balancing my body energetically. So what about you? Let me know in the comments. Hey, have you ever used essential oils? Do you like essential oils? Let me know in the comments, do you think essential oils could help you? Yes. Great. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to get into each chakra and how it can help you energetically, where it's located, yoga poses, and essential oil that you can use. So the first chakra that we're going to start talking about is Muladhara. Hey, this is also known as the root chakra. So where this chakra is located in your body is at the very base of the spine. Hey, an overactive root chakra means that you are overeating. Hey, you crave unhealthy foods. You have a lot of aggression. Hey, you're kind of hoarding things. You're nervous. Hey, and this chakra is all about kind of being balanced in your life. Hey, so it's at the very base of your spine. Hey, the root of your torso. So when this is off, we're very unbalanced. Hey, and also remember, it could be internal habits, but also external forces that can throw our chakras off. So let's say this root chakra, let's say you just moved to a new city or a new house. Hey, that completely throws off the balance in your life. Hey, everything that you once knew is now completely different. Hey, so sometimes our chakras become unbalanced and our energies become unbalanced just because of an external force, and it could be unbalanced for a little bit or for a longer time. So you just want to make sure you're staying connected with yourself, staying connected with your life to see where you're at. Hey, so an underactive root chakra means that you neglect yourself. Hey, people tend to be underweight if they have an underactive root chakra. Oh, poo boundaries. That should say poor boundaries. Hey, you have poor boundaries. Hey, you could have depression, feelings of not belonging. And so the wonderful thing about a balanced root chakra, so if your root chakra is balanced, you have abundant health and energy. You feel grounded in your life. You're comfortable with your body. You have a sense of safety and you're satisfied with your life. Okay, so tell me in the comments, where are you in this chakra? Hey, if you'd like to share, where are you? Are you balanced? Do you think you are more overactive or underactive? Hey, let me know. And can you see how balancing this chakra can help you in your life? Do you see how the impact of having a balanced root chakra can impact your life and lead to your overall health and well-being? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. Hey, tell me in the comments. Good. All right. So the essential oil that is perfect for balancing the root chakra is a blend called Balance. So I use doTERRA essential oils, and this is a doTERRA blend, but I also listed the oils that are part of this blend. So this is a blend of spruce, whole wood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. So these oils are really good for helping you find a grounding, find a centered mind, and also help you kind of realign your root chakra. Okay, so I really love this oil. I actually put it on this morning. So this is the chakra that I was focusing on this morning, was balance, because I was feeling like a little chaotic, a little, I don't know, not connected with my body. So I did a few balancing poses and I put on balance, breathed it in, rubbed it on my forearms, okay, and also along my neck. And then I've felt a lot better. So this is kind of the chakra that I focused on. So I love balance. It smells really earthy, especially with that spruce. It kind of smells like a Christmas tree. Okay, so the yoga poses that are really good for helping to balance this chakra are any type of balancing pose. Hey, up here I put photos of tree pose. Hey, so tree pose is the one where my foot is on the inside of my thigh and I'm balancing on one foot. If you don't have that flexibility in your hip, you can also lower your foot down to your calf or even down to the floor. You could just turn your foot slightly off to the side and balance right above the floor. A little bit easier version of this is just standing on one leg, lifting your knee up in front and grabbing your knee with your hand. Hey, if that's even more of a challenge for you, you can even just drop your foot down and balance your foot just above the ground. So anything where you are balancing is going to help balance your root chakra. Okay. So a lot of people, especially if you're new to yoga, balance is really hard. Balance is one of those things, if I don't practice it regularly, it goes right out the window. It is the first thing that goes in my yoga practice. So sometimes you have to use a wall. Okay. So you can be against a wall, lift up your foot, and then maybe just see if you can bring your fingers away from the wall, find a little bit of balance, even if it's just for a half a second. You're starting, and that's where you need to be. All right, the next chakra we're going to talk about is Svadhisthana, which is also known as the sacral. So sacral chakra. And this is located down in the hips and the genitals area. So it's just right below your navel. Okay, right below your navel and also like inward. Okay. So an overactive sacral chakra
leads to compulsive behavior. So if you tend to have behaviors that are very compulsive, hey, if you're easily frustrated, you become overly emotional, you have an excessive sex drive, or you find yourself that you are dependent on other people or other things for your emotional support, then your sacral chakra might be overactive. Hey, an underactive sacral chakra means that you don't really have any emotion. Hey, you don't really get emotional about things. You're very guarded, so you're not very open, and you have a lack of desire or passion. You're just kind of blah in your life. Hey, do you see how these could be problems? Hey, maybe if you feel comfortable in the comments, maybe type in if you are overactive or underactive. Okay, or maybe perhaps you're balanced. If you're balanced in the sacral chakra, you have a healthy creative expression, you're very generous and giving, and you're very nurturing to yourself as well as others. Okay, so the essential oil that is good for balancing your sacral chakra is wild orange. And I absolutely love the wild orange because not only can I use it to balance on an energetic level, but I also can use wild orange in cooking. Hey, oil in cleaning. Hey, I put it in my water. It's a wonderful oil. It just smells so good. It's orange. It smells like orange, obviously, because it's wild orange. And I absolutely love this oil. So there's a lot of uses for this oil above and beyond helping to balance you energetically. Hey, yoga poses that are good for balancing this chakra is cow face or cobble pose. So cow face pose, and this is a modified version of cow face. So cow face, usually the arms are reaching behind, you're stretching the shoulders as well, but more just focusing on the leg placement in cow face pose. So ideally you want your knees to be stacked on top of each other, crossed over each other. Hey, some things you can do is you can sit on a block or a bolster or even a blanket. You can sit on that just to give your pelvis and hips a few more inches. Hey, or you can just start to uncross and you can stack your feet and knees above each other, above and below each other, or you can even bring one leg in front of each other. But what you want to do is you want to get deep, start to feel a deep stretch in your hips. And that is also what cobbler's pose does. Okay, or Baddha Konasana. So this is cobbler's pose down at the bottom. The pads of your feet are together. Hey, you kind of peel your feet open as if you were reading a book. So you try to look at the bottom of your feet, and then you can either sit tall or you can also fold forward. And the same thing with cobbler's pose. If you have really tight hips, you want to be able to get a straight back. So sit on a block or a blanket or a pillow, something to give your hips a few extra inches. So you're able to get that straight spine and start to feel the stretch in your hips more than a round back. Oftentimes people, if they have very tight hips, they'll get this rounding in their back. So make sure you're sitting tall, shoulder blades go away from your ears. Shoulder blades draw down your spine, nice tall straight spine, and you should feel the stretch and the engagement in your hips. All right, so that's the sacral chakra. Hey, let me know in the comments, have you ever done cow pose or cobbler's pose before? What do you think about these poses? I really love cobbler's pose. It's one of my favorites. I love it for my hips. Hey, let me know in the comments. Good. Hello. Yes. Welcome. So glad to get those comments coming in. Okay. The next one is Manipura chakra, which is also known as the solar plexus, okay, or the solar chakra, okay? So this is located above the navel. Okay, so we've got our sacral chakra, which is located just below. This is located just above the navel. Okay, an overactive solar chakra means that you're overly aggressive. Hey, you're very bossy, kind of self-centered, and very competitive. Hey, an underactive solar chakra means you have a low self-esteem. You have very poor digestion. You're kind of unreliable, and you have a very weak will. So you're not able to maintain your boundaries. And yeah. Okay. A balanced solar chakra means you're responsible. You're reliable. You have a good sense of humor, and you have a very warm personality. Okay, the oil for this chakra is acacia. So acacia kind of comes from the cinnamon family. So it's a very warming oil and it's very, very nice. So I also use this one for cleaning. I'll also diffuse this in my house and use it aromatically. Well, I use all the oils aromatically and topically. And some I also ingest. But this is a really good one to put into the air because it's kind of this sweet cinnamony smell. So it really helps me kind of find that warmth, find that light, and really kind of helps ease any type of aggression or all of that. So usually I kind of tend to be a little bit more overactive in this one. Okay. So the yoga pose that would be good for this is any type of core strengthening or core. I mean, you use your core a lot during yoga, but something like boat pose, which is what this one is, this pose on the screen. This is called boat pose or navasana. So what this one is I'm really focusing on engaging my core, hey, pulling in my abdominals to help lift my legs up. Okay, this is a very intense pose. The full expression of this pose is pretty intense. If you need a little bit of a break, you can bring your hands behind your knees. Okay, but what you want to do is you want to be sitting on your sit bones. So you don't want to be rolling over onto your spine or your tailbone. You want to sit tall, open your heart, shoulders draw down, and you want to be balancing on your sit bones. Okay, so you can bring your hands behind your knees, or you can also lower your toes down to the mat and just sit tall and focus on engaging your abdominals. So since this chakra is located in our navel region, anything that works our core is going to help balance and help activate that energy center of our body. So tell me in the comments, do you see how balancing this chakra could be beneficial for you? Do you see how the benefits of using these natural solutions and these natural techniques could help increase your overall well-being and your health and also your quality of life? Tell me in the comments. Hey, I'd love to know. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is the anahata, and this is the heart chakra. Okay, so this is a huge, this one used to be really imbalanced for me, but now I love opening my heart. Okay. If you look at your life, so kind of look back on your life, how are you sitting? Maybe even right now, how are you sitting? Are your shoulders slumped in? Are your hands folded? Hey, are you kind of trying to protect your heart region? Or are you sitting tall? Are your shoulders drawn back? Is your heart open to receiving love? Okay, so for me, I used to always, and even sometimes when I'm having a difficult time, I notice I start to kind of collapse in and be really closed off and protect my heart. But I try to open up my heart, sit tall, and open this region, this heart region, hey, the anahata chakra. I try to open it and have it be willing to receiving love and inspiration for what I need. So overactive. Hey, tell me in the comments. I want to know, how are you sitting right now? Tell me. Hey, I'd love to know. Where do you tend to be? Do you tend to be more closed off and protecting your heart region, or is your heart region open? All right, an overactive heart chakra means that you're overly empathetic. Hey, you get jealous. You're very clingy. You have very poor boundaries. An underactive heart chakra is you're very shy. You have fear of getting hurt, feelings of loneliness. You could become possessive, maybe even a little bit judgmental. Okay? And if your heart chakra is balanced, you're compassionate. You love yourself and you love others. Okay? You feel this inner peace. And you have a very strong immune system. Okay, so the essential oil that I love to use for opening my heart chakra, and this is actually another blend, but I've also typed out the oils that are a part of this blend. This is called the Breathe blend. So I use this to help open my heart chakra, but it's also great. It's a respiratory blend. So if you have really bad allergies, or if you have a cold, you're sick and you're very congested, hey, in your chest and also in your nose and your throat, then I really love using this oil to help open that up, open my airways. And obviously I use this for my heart chakra, to open my heart and to decongest all the stuff that's in my chest. So it's a blend of laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, Ravensara, and then, and Ravensara. So those are the oils that are a part of this blend. Hey, the yoga poses that will help open up and help balance your heart chakra are any type of heart openers. So anything where your heart is what is opening and leading. So back bends. Back bends are a huge heart opener. Okay, you can even just bring, even right now, if you'd like, you can bring your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, and then draw your hands towards, I'm doing it with you. You can't see me because the screen's there, but I'm doing this with you. So draw your fingers are interlocked behind you. Draw your hands down towards the ground and just gaze up, opening your heart up towards the sky. Hey, maybe closing your eyes, you can drop your head back. Hey, that is a great heart opener. Hey, you're feeling your heart open. Your chest is open. This is a really hard chakra, or a really hard chakra to like let go and open up, because what we want to do is we want to protect ourselves. Our hearts are very sensitive. We want to protect this region of our bodies. So something that's opening us up makes us feel very vulnerable, and it can be scary. Okay, so over here I've shown you camel. So camel pose is a great one. You can bring your hands on your low back. You're on your knees. Knees are a little bit wider than hip width apart. Okay, your hands are on your lower back. Just inhale, lengthen up. And then as you exhale, just slowly drop your head back and let your heart open, your hips push forward. Hey, a deeper expression of this pose is your hands come to your ankles. Okay, so that's camel pose for our heart chakra. Hey, the next one is our throat chakra, Vishuddha. Hey, the throat chakra is located at the center of the throat, or our neck. An overactive throat chakra, we have excessive talking, stuttering, inability to listen. So it's hard for you to stop talking and listen to what people are saying. Hey, you interrupt people, you gossip a lot. Underactive is you suppress your feelings. You have this fear of offending others. You have a very weak voice. You're afraid of expressing yourself. And then a balanced throat chakra is you're a good listener. Hey, you communicate easily. You speak with confidence. You live creatively, and you express yourself freely. Hey, what do you think in this chakra? Where do you think you are? Do you think you're overactive, underactive, balanced? Where do you think you are? Hey, can you see how balancing this chakra could be beneficial for you? Hey, the oil I love to use to help balance this chakra is lavender. And lavender is another one of those oils that I use multiple times a week, not only for balancing me energetically, but also to help me sleep, to help relax me. Lavender is one of those great oils. And I used to not like the smell of lavender until I smelled real lavender, because all the lavender I smelled growing up was all that nasty synthetic chemical stuff that they made in a lab. And then when I started smelling real lavender, I was like, oh yeah, I love the smell of this. So I love the smell of lavender. Hey, yoga poses that are really good for throat chakra is anything that kind of brings your chin towards your chest. Hey, anything that kind of activates that region in your throat and your neck. So shoulder stand is a really good one. Hey, I'm doing the full expression of this pose, and this can be very intense. So you want to make sure if you're in this pose, you don't feel any pressure on your neck. You should feel all the weight and pressure on your shoulders. So one thing you can do for that is you place a blanket or a few blankets, fold up a blanket and place it underneath your shoulder girdle. Okay, so the edge of the blanket kind of comes here. And so that gives you a few extra inches to put that weight into your shoulders, so there's not so much weight on your head and neck. Hey, or also plow pose. Same thing. You want to support yourself with a blanket, put the edge of the blanket, fold it a few times, put the edge of the blanket just at the edge of your shoulders. Hey, plow pose, your feet come behind, legs are straight. Hey, you can put your hands on your low back to support you or interlock your fingers. So these are great poses to help you activate and balance your throat chakra. All right, we've got 2 more chakras to go through. Okay, so the next chakra we're going to talk ajna. So this is the third eye chakra, okay, also known as the third eye. So where this is located is the middle of the forehead. Okay, so when I very first was learning yoga, I had a teacher be like, it's like if you had a cyclops eye. It really is like the cyclops eye. It's just not, you just don't have an actual eye there. You have a spiritual eye there. Okay, so your third eye is located at the middle of your forehead. An overactive third eye chakra is you're very paranoid. Hey, you may have hallucinations. You have the tendency to space out. Nightmares come. You have a difficulty concentrating. Hey, underactive is you have a difficult time planning and setting goals. Hey, you are in denial of things. You have a poor memory or a lack of imagination. Hey, a balanced third eye chakra is you're very intuitive, optimistic. You have a good memory. You sleep well and you're able to plan. Hey, those are just some of the things, some of the attributes of a balanced third eye chakra. Hey, people, I've noticed when I've come in contact and made friends with a lot of people that are very spiritual and tuned in spiritually, their third eye chakra is very balanced. Hey, lemongrass. Lemongrass is a great oil to use to help balance your third eye. Hey, it helps increase your focus. So that, region of your third eye, brain, focus. So essential lemongrass is really good for helping to balance your third eye. Hey, yoga poses that are good for third eye balance is child's pose. So child's pose is a great one, but you just want to focus on more pressing the forehead into the mat. Okay, a bolster or a block. So I have here, I'm pressing into a bolster here or a block here, but you can also just bring your head onto the mat and press your forehead into the mat. So that pressing of the forehead, that activation against the forehead is going to help activate your third eye chakra and help that balance. Okay. If this is really difficult for your knees, you can come up a little bit on your knees. You could place a blanket or a bolster underneath. Okay. Just make sure you tune in with your body. Make sure you don't push too far and damage your knees. Okay. So just breathe and find where you need to be. All right. And then our very last chakra that we're going to talk about is Sahasrara, which is the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is located at the top of the head. Okay, and some people even say it's just kind of balancing right above the top of the head. Okay, so the top of the head, an overactive crown chakra are people that are overly intelligent. Hey, could be confused, very overly concerned with humanity and the future. So they kind of feel not spacey, but just very not tuned in and comfortable with where things are. Hey, we can be concerned with humanity and concerned with the future, but an overactive crown chakra is where you're overly concerned and a little bit obsessive and overly worried about the future and humanity. Hey, an underactive crown chakra is there's a sense of isolation. You have trouble trusting life. You have a lack of a belief in a higher power, and you could also have learning difficulties. A balanced crown chakra is love and acceptance of the divine. So the crown chakra is really more about a connection with a divine or a higher power. Okay, so whether that, could be called whatever you want it to be called, the universe or overall energy or God, okay, but just some type of love and acceptance of a divine or a higher power, a power that's greater than yourself. Okay, balanced is you're intelligent, thoughtful, aware. You have the ability to recognize and receive spiritual guidance from that power. Hey, the essential oil is our arbor vitae. So this is the oil that I love. It is very good for helping you connect spiritually to yourself and also to a higher power. Okay, it helps you trust in things you cannot really see. And it also helps you find that peace, that peace and not worrying about the future, what's going to happen. Hey, the yoga pose, which I always joke and tell my clients, like, this is the real reason we all come to yoga, is Shavasana. Hey, and this is just the final resting pose. So you just lay on your back, hands out to the side, palms up, and you just let everything go. So any type of tension, any worry, all of that, you just let everything go in your body, total relaxation, normal breath, and you just focus on your breath as it flows in and out, and you just let everything go. So Shavasana is a great pose to use to help balance your crown chakra. So can you see where you are in this chakra? Where are you? Are you overactive, underactive, balanced? Hey, do you see how balancing this chakra could be beneficial in your life? Hey, let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable. All right, so after this webinar, hey, you might be asking yourself, so how can I implement these tools to start healing my life? Hey, where do I start? What do I need? Hey, that's what I'm here for. I am here to help you. I want to help you. That's why I'm here. So what you can do is you can schedule a free 15-minute rejuvenate call. So I do a rejuvenate call with people, and it's just a free 15-minute call where we can just talk, get to know each other. You can kind of tell me your story, and I can kind of give you things that you can do to start implementing and start beginning your healing process. Hey, to schedule this call, go to the link here on the webinar, or also if you're on my website, it's the button that's just right next to, if you're on the webinar website page, the button that says rejuvenate yourself, just click on that button. Hey, I'll also send you the link in an email after this webinar ends. Hey, so with this rejuvenate call, we will figure out together where and what to do to start your healing. So this will be a personal call with you where I can give you tools that you can start using to help heal your body, change your life. Okay. And what will help you most. So that might be a personalized yoga routine. Hey, it could be specific natural products that you can use, maybe specific affirmations or meditations that you can do. So I will be able to give you those after a rejuvenate call together. Hey, on this call, you will find your path to rejuvenating your life and improving your overall health and well-being. Hey, if you already know where to start healing, maybe after this webinar, you're like, okay, good. This is all the information I needed. I can start doing it on my own. I don't need a call with you. That is great. But maybe you need the products. Hey, maybe you want to get this chakra checkup starter kit like I did to be able to start using those oils to help balance you energetically, but then also to be able to start using in your daily life. Hey, if this is the case and you just need the products, go ahead and email me, CamiRoseYoga@gmail.com. Okay, and just email me, subject line chakra checkup. Okay, so if you need the products, you'd like to be able to start using these, and maybe you just even want to try essential oils. You've always wanted to try essential oils and you haven't, and you just want to get this kit to start off, I can help you with that. So email me, subject line chakra checkup, CamiRoseYoga@gmail.com. Okay. To follow along, you can follow me along on Instagram at CamiRoseYoga or Facebook. Cami Rose Yoga is my Facebook page on Facebook. So please follow along. I'd love to get to know you. I'd love to see your journey. I'd love to know how you're healing. Hey, make sure you use the notes you took during this webinar. Hey, meditate on those. Look inside yourself and find where you need to start to begin your healing. Hey, ask yourself, where are you out of balance? Where would you like to improve? What do you want to balance? Hey, I hope this webinar was beneficial for you. Remember, if you need help, schedule a rejuvenate call with me. The link is right here. Go to calendly.com/Cami Rose Yoga. Again, the link is Calendly, CALENDLY.com/Cami Rose Yoga, CAMIROSEYOGA. Hey, go to calendly.com/Cami Rose Yoga to book and schedule a free 15-minute rejuvenate call with me, or you can click on the button that's located on the website right next to this video. Thank you so much for joining me for this Chakra Checkup Energy Balance webinar. I hope you were able to learn some information, and I hope you're able to start your balance to holistic living. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you next time.